What's going on, everybody? Miss McCarthy here from McCarthyMathAcademy.com, and in this episode I want to walk you through all of the resources available in MA.3.NSO.1.1, and you are definitely going to want to stick around until the end where we get to the gold tier because I've just added some new resources. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited for you to see. So let's go ahead and take a look inside. Okay, so here we are inside of the members area, and we're working with third grade today. So let's click on third grade. Next, we'll see the strands. We're going to select NSO for number sense and operations, and the one we're going over is this one right here, the read and write numbers benchmark. The very first page that will open up for this benchmark and any benchmark is your bronze resources page. And you'll notice here we have two video lessons going over this specific benchmark. So the first video is about foundational skills and place value. You can see the video right here, and over here we've got the printable guide. You can just click on that and print it and you're ready to go. And let's go ahead and take a peek at this video. The digit 9 is located in the thousands place. I'm going to actually call it the 1000s place because that digit 9. So you can see here that students will be recording the same notes that they're seeing on the video lesson onto their version of the student guide. We're talking about vocabulary like digits and the ones period. We're breaking down the thousands period, the ones, tens, hundreds, thousands place. And that the comma right here closes off each period. So that's that lesson. Next, we're moving on to the reading and writing numbers video lesson. You can see over here in the printable that we're talking about the we're talking about the standard form, the word form, and the expanded form. So let's take a peek. 200 plus 50 plus 6. Both of these ways are ways that you can represent expanded form. Usually we see it the horizontal way, but I want to make sure that you're familiar with the vertical way as well. So go ahead and make sure you have everything copied here and then join me for the next one. Okay, so students would pause the video, make sure they have everything written down. Now you can see here that we're recording a lot of notes. We've got the ones, place, tens, hundreds, all labeled. This is just the way that I mark up or annotate how to read numbers. So that way we can write it into word form and then expanded form, both the vertical way and the horizontal way there. So those two lessons. Now this one really targets the benchmark. The very first video, the foundational skills, just kind of gives a little bit of background. That way they are ready with the different places and values to jump into the reading and writing of numbers, okay? When we scroll down, we see a math music video. This is the place value song. And just so you know, this song will teach everything from 3rd to 5th grade. So for 3rd grade, what you're gonna wanna focus on is this part. Test. First term you gotta learn is digit. A digit is 0 to 9. Get it? Give me 3 digits like 1, 2, 3. They each have their own special place, you see. 3 in the ones, 2 in the tens, 1 in the hundreds. They're kind of like friends. Living in a little neighborhood that we like to call the ones period. Beyond this thing we call a comma are 3 more places. You can join me if you wanna. Welcome to the thousands period, where the 1, 10, and 100 thousands live. Hey, you gotta know place value, naming each place and its value. Okay, so that is the section of the song that you're really going to want to pay attention to for 3rd grade. However, they're going to love the full song, so when you have a brain break, if you want to expose them to what they'll need to know in 4th and 5th grade, that's cool too, but that's a little section. Okay, so first page is the bronze. Now we're scrolling down, and we've got the silver resources, okay? So the bronze has the video lessons and printable student guides. The silver contains your extra practice printables. This is also where your math task will be, and the detective report for this episode right here, Math Misconception Mystery. And you also see the answer keys right there. Let's go ahead and take a peek at the printables just so you can see here. So this is your video lesson that we just saw. Okay, and then we've got extra practice like reading and writing numbers, standard form to word form. So given the number in standard form, how do they write it in word form? Given it in word form, how do they write it in standard form, and vice versa, okay? Moving on to the second extra practice page, now we're really focusing on standard form to expanded form. which I know that students really struggle with going like from expanded form. And see here, we don't have 100, so how do we model that in standard form? Sometimes they forget to put their zeros in the correct places, so this is good practice for that. Extra practice 3, we're getting all 3 forms. Then we've got the math mission right here, where we're writing the word form, writing word forms into real life practice by filling out a check here, okay? And then the math misconception mystery problem is 5,000 plus 30 plus 8 in word form. They'll watch as 4 characters solve those problems and just take notes as they go. Those characters are just me dressed up in silly costumes. Let me show you. So like here, I'm dressed up in a silly costume. I'm representing a character and showing how this character solved the problem. Now, did this character solve it correctly or incorrectly? 3 are incorrect, 1 is correct. These are awesome for friendly debates and error analysis, so definitely check that out. Okay, then you got your answer keys for all that there. So the bronze plan is where you just need a little bit of resources, maybe video lessons and student guides. And then the silver really takes it up a notch to make sure students get it with plenty of practice. And then the gold plan. Scrolling down to the gold plan. Now for your gold resources, you will have a mini assessment. Okay, for a practice test maybe before the actual test. You'll also have the answer key there. Okay, of course, you have access to McCarthy Math 155. This is the program that I created back in the day when we had the MAFs, our version of the Common Core, but with the Florida B.E.S.T standards, we have moved on. There are still a lot of great resources in here. Let me show you. Okay, like for this one, place value, right? We're working on reading and writing numbers. So there's extra lessons here like identifying place and identifying the value of digits. And then an intro to rounding, which is kind of different than how we teach it. So I wouldn't recommend using those rounding videos, but 1 through 4 in this you could definitely use. Oh, hang on a second, hang on. Don't forget about the Taking on the Fast 15-day countdown that you definitely want to use for PM3. Let me just show you here. It's 15 days with a video lesson. And this walks students through kind of what they're going to see on the Taking on the Fast PM3 test. I had so many teachers last year say my students rocked it because we did this 15-day countdown. They were pumped and ready to go, and the scores were awesome. So 6 problems a day, and there's also a video to walk through it because we all know that by the end they kind of get burnt out, and it's just fun to have somebody else kind of walking them through stuff. So you can use this or just have them work out on their own. There's 15 days, so I can keep scrolling all the way down to day 15 there. All right, now for the new stuff, okay? Look at this, guys. I just uploaded 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more video lessons. Are you serious? I'm starting a new video series called Operation Math, and it's similar to what you're going to see in the bronze section, but it's even more detailed, okay? So for instance, let's check it out, okay? Same kind of style. This one is identifying place and value of digits. So they've got their printable right here, they've got their video, and look, let me show you what we're doing with me. Okay. So we're identifying place value, we're looking at digits, we're identifying the place, drawing models, identifying the value in this one. Okay, we all know that they need more practice in this. This is great for interventions, great for extra practice. Practice reading numbers in just standard form. So in this one, 7,000. Okay, we've got number names here. We all know that sometimes our 3rd graders struggle with how to spell these numbers correctly. It's right there for them, right? And again, we're practicing, we're throwing it all in places, digits, saying the number, writing the number, all of that. The next video, read and write numbers where the standard form is given. So we're just focusing on, hey, here's the standard form. Now let's write all the other forms that we see. Let me show you. Plus 40 plus 6. Notice again that I skipped that hundreds because we didn't have any hundreds there. Okay, so there we go. We're really taking more time to break it down, okay? And that's just when the standard form is given. Now we've got where the place value block model is given. So how do we write down the other numbers? Check this out. Of that row. We're right up here now. Let's go back to that word. So look, we have the place value blocks given. Now we have to write the standard form, word form, and the expanded forms. Oh, so fun. Okay, here the word form is given. Okay, so like here, the word form was provided, and now the students have to represent all of the other ways to do it too. So it's really taking it and just kind of decomposing the standard and breaking it down into the targeted skills that they need for the standard. I love it. All right, and then for this one too, the expanded form would be given. So we see here the expanded form's given, and then we start to break it down into what it looks like. Okay, so 6 more bonus episodes available in that gold tier. This is the most popular plan because you can see it gives you access to so much. Okay, now just a heads up that these Operation Math videos, that's what I'm working on right now. So check out the date that this video was created. That's when I'm starting to drop in new Operation Math videos. So be patient with me as I load them in. While you're waiting for the Operation Math videos for each benchmark, trust me, you have tons of resources in that bronze, silver, and gold section, not including what's coming your way with the Operation Math. So just be patient. There's plenty of practice available for you. Yeah, so that's MA.3.NSO.1.1, walking through all the resources there. This is just for one benchmark. And the same layout is there for every other benchmark for 3rd grade. So awesome. Just be patient with me because I'm gradually loading those Operation Math videos. It takes a lot of time, y'all, to create those videos and to upload them. So that's what I'm working on this school year. You should see them coming your way. But until then, you have plenty of resources. But if you're looking for something for MA.3.NSO.1.1, which you probably are because that's why you're watching this video, it's ready for you now. It's there. It's live. Have fun. And check out more information at McCarthyMathAcademy.com/teacher. Bye, guys.